Welcome to Fueling Growth, Marketing for Auto Repair Shops. I'm Zane Taylor, and today we're exploring how customer education becomes a strategic engine for trust, approvals, and retention. I'm joined by the expert I'm proud to work with every day, Roger Glass. Welcome to the show. Let's start at street level. Many shop owners feel customers arrive anxious and skeptical. Why does educating clients, instead of just quoting prices, change the conversation? And how does it ethically improve approval rates, average repair order, and long-term loyalty while fueling positive reviews and referrals?
Education reduces fear by replacing mystery with clarity. When people understand what failed, why it matters, and their choices, they regain control. Transparency builds trust and approvals without pressure. Shops often move inspection to approval from low 40% to 60-70% once they show evidence and explain options. ARO rises because customers prioritize rather than defer. Education also sparks 5-star reviews. Phrases like explained, showed pictures, and no pressure correlate with higher ratings and more referrals. Educate first, sell second, and loyalty follows.
Love that focus on evidence over pressure. For owners wondering where to begin, let's map the education touchpoints. From website to phone call, check-in to diagnosis, estimate presentation to authorization, and then vehicle pickup and follow-up. What should be taught at each step to keep the message consistent?
Think of a relay. Each stage hands the baton without dropping clarity. Website, set expectations. Services, warranties, sample DVIs, learning center. Phone, confirm concern, time, and authorization. Preview photos and options. Check in, restate problem, capture driving habits, confirm communication. Diagnosis, DVI with clear photos and short video. Estimate, summarize findings, red, yellow, green priorities, options. Authorization, document choices and next steps. Pickup, review work, what's next, warranties. Follow-up, recap, declined items with due dates, links. Consistency lowers anxiety and prevents "you never told me."
That relay metaphor works. Let's zoom into the diagnosis and presentation moments. How do you implement digital vehicle inspections effectively? Photos, video, severity colors, and then present good, better, best options with clear benefits, warranties, and total cost of ownership so customers feel confident, not pushed.
Start with a photo checklist. Wide shot to locate the component, close up to show the issue, and a short video if movement or noise matters. Use consistent red, yellow, and green with one-sentence notes. What it is, why it matters, and timing. Then offer tiers. Good, safe, meets OEM spec. Better, longer life and warranty. Best, premium parts, extended warranty, bundled services that reduce lifetime cost. Include labor time, parts quality, and warranty in each path. Side-by-side benefits and total cost of ownership help people choose goals: safety, reliability, or value.
Clarity plus choice, powerful combo. Next, pricing transparency. Many owners worry estimates feel like black boxes. How should advisors break down labor, parts, fees, and taxes line by line and explain labor guides so customers see fairness instead of mystery? Any language scripts or analogies you recommend?
Present estimates like a grocery receipt. Each line shows labor time, the part, and any supplies or taxes. Explain labor guides. Manufacturers publish standard times so every customer is charged consistently for the same job. Use plain scripts. Explain, show, confirm. Add analogies. Brakes like shoes. Fluids like blood. Apply teach back. To be sure I explained it well, what are we recommending and why? If they struggle, clarify. When people repeat the plan, they authorize confidently and call back less.
That teach back prompt is gold. On tone, some shops drift into fear tactics. How do advisors lead with safety and reliability without scaring people? Explain what happens if work is delayed and provide clear next steps. And after the visit, what should the summary include?
Lead with priorities, not panic. Script. Here's what affects safety today. Here's what impacts reliability soon. And here's maintenance to plan. For delays, if we defer this, Expect X symptom, risk Y, and budget Z timeframe. Provide the decision and rationale without judgment. Post-visit, send a summary. What was done, parts and warranties. A mileage-based roadmap. Decline services with due dates. Links to short explainers. And the DVI photos. That closes the loop and sets up follow-ups.
Excellent. Let's shift to top-of-funnel education. How should shops build a learning center, FAQs, short videos, seasonal checklists, and service explainers optimized for SEO? And how do quick snippets on Google Business Profile and social, plus free car care clinics, establish authority locally?
Build content around real questions. Create FAQ pages per service, brakes, AC, timing belts, with 300 to 600 words, photos, and a 60 to 90-second video. Add seasonal checklists for trips, winter, and heat. Use clear titles, schema, and internal links to booking. On Google Business Profile, post weekly. Before and after photos, one-tip videos, and real DVI screenshots with permission. Social should echo that content in bytes. Host quarterly clinics for new drivers, students, and fleets, hands-on and sales-free. Partner with schools and employers for lunch and learns. Education wins trust and contracts before price.
Let's tie education to automation. What should shops send via email and SMS, service reminders, post-visit care tips, decline service follow-ups with photos and links? How do you personalize by make, mileage, climate, and driving habits using OEM schedules? And how do bilingual content, captions, and QR codes improve accessibility?
Automate 3 streams. 1. Service reminders based on mileage, time, or telematics with a booking link. 2. Post-visit education. Care tips tied to the repair, warranty details, and a short recap video. 3. Decline service follow-ups with original DVI photos, impact of delay, and one-click reschedule. Personalize by vehicle, mileage band, and local climate. Cooling checks in heat, rust prevention where roads are salted. Use OEM schedules as your baseline. Make materials bilingual where needed. Caption every video. Offer large print handouts. And add QR codes on estimates and invoices that open the DVI or explainers instantly.
You've emphasized repeatable habits. What standard operating procedure do you recommend for inspections and estimates, something every advisor can follow? And what tools should we give them? Photo checklists, analogy libraries, pricing one-pagers, objection handling scripts. Lastly, how can in-shop visuals educate without feeling salesy for waiting customers?
Standardize 4 steps. Explain, show, confirm, document. Explain the concern and plan. Show photos or video with severity color and a plain caption. Confirm understanding with teachback. Document authorizations and next steps in your DVI and POS. Equip advisors with a photo checklist, an analogy library, a one-page pricing explainer, and calm objection scripts. In the lobby, run looping explainer videos, a clear maintenance menu, and parts quality displays. Educate first. What it is, why it matters, how long it lasts. The sale follows understanding.
Measurement makes it real. Which KPIs should owners track to see the impact of education, ARO, inspection to approval rate, declined work recapture, retention, review mentions of explained, referrals? And for content, what site, video, and email metrics matter most, and how should shops iterate based on that data?
Start with a baseline week, then measure monthly. Core KPIs, ARO, inspection to estimate, estimate to approval, declined work recapture at 30, 60, 90 days, 12, and 24-month retention, referrals, and review volume plus the frequency of words like explained and photos. For content, track page views, time on page, and booking conversion. For video, view through to 50% and 100%. For email, SMS, opens, and clicks. Fix one bottleneck at a time, test a change, evaluate 2 cycles, keep what works.
Before we land this, let's save listeners from common mistakes. What pitfalls should shops avoid? Overwhelming detail, inconsistent messaging, fear-based selling, overpromising, generic stock images. If someone wants quick wins, what's your 30-day starter plan? And any compliance reminders on documentation, warranties, and setting expectations.
Avoid jargon and dumping every measurement. Curate what matters now. Keep messaging consistent across phone, text, website, and counter. Never use fear. It destroys trust. Don't promise outcomes you can't control. Promise process and professionalism. Use real shop photos, not glossy stock. A 30-day starter plan. Enable DVI with photos and severity colors. Publish 3 FAQs answering top phone questions. Train advisors on one plain script and teach back. Set one KPI target, like a plus 10% inspection to approval. For compliance, educate, don't guarantee. Document every authorization with timestamps and media. Disclose parts choices. Clearly state warranties on estimate and invoice. Clarity protects customers and your business.
Clear, actionable, and grounded. That sums it up. We started with education as the antidote to anxiety, mapped every touch point, and turned transparency into measurable KPIs. Listeners, pick one change this week and one metric to monitor. Small, consistent steps build the flywheel. Now, a quick note before we close today's episode. Before we wrap, remember, Google reviews are the new word of mouth. And social media, that's where customers decide if you're a hero or a zero. Need help looking like the hero? Email support@benoitassociates.com. That's a wrap for Fueling Growth, marketing for auto repair shops. Today, we showed how education reduces anxiety, maps across every touch point, and converts DVIs and clear estimates into ethical approvals and retention. We covered option tiers, transparent pricing, teach-back, post-visit roadmaps, website learning centers, social snippets and clinics, automated and personalized follow-ups, a simple 4-step process, advisor tools, in-shop visuals, the right KPIs, and a 30-day starter plan. Put one idea into practice this week, measure it, and keep iterating. Thanks for listening.